Hi, guys. Happy Saturday. Let me clear. Wow, total body clearing this time, huh? Not just upper. Whew. Let the wind take it all away. Okay, let's just get grounded. So you can put your fingers like this or just keep your hands open on your lap. Just sit comfortably. We're going to go right into meditation. Just allow your body to vibrate where you're sitting. Don't force it. Don't try to model me. Just allow yourself to experience the moment. Still got a lot of phlegm I'm hacking up. It's going into the spiral, like some of you spiral to the right, some of you spiral to the left. Some of you won't spiral at all because your centers are still opening. It's a good time, right, to detoxify right around the full moon. So while you're in your moment, whether you're spinning or not, you also want to stay in the cosmic vortex. And that's the one that kind of loops from the bottom of your spine up your back, over your head, and down the front and around, like a Ferris wheel. Oh my God, like a Ferris wheel. So while you're in that moment of meditation, just allow yourself to visualize, let your body do its thing. And in your mind, in your third eye, I want you to visualize bringing that energy up from the sacrum up to the back and down and around. Let's breathe in and stretch up. Just let your body unfold. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, and can you ask your doctor if you can allow this for your spine first and then go into it, okay? Because you want to find out if you have an issue, you want your doctor to say it's okay. Or your chiropractor, or your massage therapist, or your PT. It's a little bit of an opening of the chakras. Going to do it one more time. Just allow yourself to unfold backwards. Make sure you have a pillow or something behind yourself. And then, you can assess yourself from the last time we did this. I mean, do you feel more open through the front? Do you feel more like open in your legs? It's just like totally, because we're all like crunched up, right? Crunched up. So we want to like unfold and be in a moment and listen to our hearts, right? That's what's important right now. Because right now we are in the vertex, baby. We are in the vertex. The yin, it turns into the yang, and the yin turns into the yang, and the yang turns into the yin, and vice versa. We are in that little spin. So we're in a spin, and everything's like, wow, like really, the earth is cracking. Like I said this in one of my past posts, cracking like an egg. It's a fiery egg. It's like the bird, the phoenix, is going to come out of the ashes. So we got all this drama with the phoenix rising and the ashes and the trees and Jerusalem's burning, and then they're predicting poisonous waters in India. And it's like the world is like sick. So it's up to us to meditate and raise the vibes, right? Do you want a peaceful world? Create one. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. If you're in service in the light, which I know I am, probably for a really long time. But, at some times in your life, it gets stronger, right? And then that's when you have to go to that path. So I think right now, as we're in that tight little spin, we are finding our true path. Finding our true path. So I chose for this day a lot of green, right? avitrine, and this isn't this beautiful, like a sea moss green. I'm not too sure what it is. There's definitely crystal in it, but I don't know what kind of emerald crystal that is. You can't really see it in the camera light. It looks blue, but it's more of a turquoise green, like you would see down in the Mediterranean, in the Caribbean. Oh my God. You're swimming in these salty waters, and there's all these beautiful colors around your body. And they're like this beautiful green, and then a beautiful blue, and then a lavender. So, yes, it's very healing down there in the Caribbean, and I'm trying to get my body together so I can go down there. Or I may have to hire someone to go down there with me because I have to walk with that walker. So, I don't know. I don't want to get down to the ocean, but I want to show you something else. Oh, and then we're going to talk about healing, right? About going on our new path. So everybody's opening up a new path, and it's stressful sometimes. You really have to surrender. You have to surrender to your spirit. You can't just be in your head analyzing everything all the time. It doesn't work like that anymore. You have to stay in your heart. The heart is where the spirit resides, okay? So look at my friend. She's an art teacher at my school. She's so amazing. She gave me this blessed candle, Our Lady of Guadalupe. I don't know if you guys know the story of the Our Lady of Guadalupe, but it was like a simple shepherd man, I think. Yeah, a young man that was tending the sheep. And all of a sudden, Our Lady appeared in front of him and she said, I want a church built here. And he's like, you're like, what? You want a cathedral, right? A church, right? And so then he went, I guess, to his bishop or whoever was in charge of the place, right? He said, Our Lady appeared to me and she said she wants a church built here. He goes, no, no, go away. You have to bring me some proof, right? So this is the story I was told, right? So that he goes back to the same spot. And he talks to Our Lady, and she says, okay, go over there and gather up the flowers. So he went over there and he put them in this long sack, I guess a burlap bag or whatever. And when he went back to the leader of this area that he could get the money from to do the church, right? He opened it up, and there was a beautiful image of Our Lady of Guadalupe inside with all these flowers that don't even grow in that area. So they knew it was a miracle. So it's such a cute story, right? So why am I showing you this too? You need to have candles. This is what I'm told. So I'm just passing the message along. You need to have candles that are blessed in your home. That's the only thing that you're going to have for a source of light. So I'd start stocking up. I have to stock up on more blessed candles. So I have this one from my friend Jackie. It's so nice. So this would burn for more. You want to have enough candles to burn for 3 days of darkness. And then you would have the ability, which I still have to do in my kitchen and over here, I have to put up some type of hanging thing. You want to block out all windows. All windows. So I think the blocks are okay, but you want to block off all of the glass. That's what I'm told. So have blessed candles, kind of like at the time they put the blood of the lamb on a door. So this time I guess we need to bless candles in our home. And I'm thinking about getting my fireplace blessed too. Okay, I'm going to do some Reiki. So yeah, if you have a perfect little crystal you want to sit with right now, go get it because we're going to do more meditation, and I'm going to start doing some Reiki for healing. So if you want to get some water or run to the bathroom. Oh, the sun's coming out. Praise the Lord. I just wish the wind would quiet down because I want to go out and work in my garden. I'm like chomping at the bit. Do one more clearing. More mental. Don't try to process too much these days. Try to be in the moment. Try to breathe into your breath, your heart. The spirit resides beyond the breath. There's yogis who go into meditation or are in a breathless state. They don't breathe at all and they don't die. What I'm picking up here is that somebody who's had a neck problem, I know this might seem kind of strange, by kind of the seventh cervical vertebrae in T1. In that area, I feel like you're going to get a release in your neck. There's some people who have a lot of mental trauma right now. So what I want you to do is just sit there quietly and breathe and allow that trauma just to be blown away. Don't let it stay, don't let it stick on your body, your soul, your spirit. Allow it to leave. It's almost like one of these dark entities is just like stuck on you like tar. Okay, we're going to go into meditation. You can get your crystals. Allow your body to vibrate. Make sure you can sit up as tall as you can. That's why I like that stretching. That came through me in meditation from Ashtar. That's not my head thing saying, oh, we need to do the stretch. No, that was Ashtar. He gives me little, I guess he works on my body. All right. So now the energy is going to be moving up more towards your mid back, kind of where your heart and lungs are. So if anybody has a heart and lung problem, I want you to kind of focus on breathing into it and allowing it to leave. Tap your third eye. Try not to do fluoride toothpaste. Do your own research on fluoride. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just read the articles, and the article said it's very toxic to the third eye. It puts like a hard shell around it, like an armadillo. And it goes around the third eye, the pineal pituitary glands, and it keeps them blocked. So if you want to be more telepathic and you want to be more aware and more spiritually vibrant and more healthy, you want to get fluoride out of your body, in my opinion, okay? For entertainment purposes only. All right, so let's see. We are going to sit here. I have a message too that I didn't get a chance to tell you last time. All right, so let me just get my thoughts together. As I spoke earlier, we are in that little vortex spin of the yin and yang. One's turning into the other's turning into the other. But then eventually, in IMO, in my opinion, and by connection with the universe through spirit, there's not going to be that yin and yang. That's very, very worldly. That's very third dimension. I mean, oh yeah, this is good, this is bad. We're going to come into this space of just light and joy and happiness. It's a state of total balance. Total balance. So the ugliness is going to be cleansed away and the total balance is going to come into play. Not before some big fat leaders want to try to take over and control everybody. That there's always that domination, right? Unfortunately. But it's not going to last forever, I'm sorry. I saw this stuff sticking out on the bottom of my computer here. It's not going to last forever. Okay. So now we're going to get into a lesson here. So if you need to leave, it's okay. But I'm going to teach you guys a healing lesson to work on your own body. All right. So when you're into meditation, you're sitting, you're breathing, you did a great cleanse, great meditation, 15 minutes a day, whenever you can do it, longer if possible. But just what is meditation? It's being in the moment, every moment. so that then you don't say, oh, I have to go. I mean, there are sitting meditations where you do go deep into meditation, but everything in your life is a meditation, okay? Everything in your life is a meditation. You have to reflect on every moment of time because that's how you reap the most benefits from it. And that's how you don't move into emotional crises. You don't want to move into emotional crises. So we're going to start out with tapping our heart. This is like Ashtar's message. His message is going to come through right now. You know, he's one of the intergalactics. Ashtar, I guess, is in charge of intergalactic command for people that are into UFOs. I don't see them. I don't like the word UFOs. I call them my intergalactic brothers and sisters that I haven't totally met yet. And so some of you are saying, oh, she's not. She believes in intergalactics. You know, then this isn't a channel for you. All right. So we're going to learn something about healing yourself, you know, because it all starts with yourself, right? Your mind, your spirit, your thyroid, your pituitary pineal gland. And I'll show you, I'll be uploading a post on how to change a water filter again. Because I think I did a post before, but I'm going to do another one. Because everybody should have a water filter and everybody should be putting away bottles of water. And I'm thinking about getting a rain barrel installed. I don't know anything about a rain barrel. This is why it's nice to have a husband to take care of stuff like this. So you're lucky. If you have a good man in your life, praise the Lord. Okay, so this the first lesson for learning right now. The first lesson is let's just take our hands and go like this. Tap your heart. So let's say, okay, I have a pain in my hip or I have a pain in my shoulder. So you're going to take your hand and you're going to start treating yourself, okay, because we're all getting more charged. So you take it, and especially on days when you're feeling healthy and strong, that's when you really should practice this. And just, you know, you want to put your shoulders somewhere comfortable. I want to do a tarot reading on that Lily and that little boy and that little girl that are missing. My heart just breaks for them, for their families, for everybody there involved, the whole community. Okay, so you're going to take your hands and you're going to lie it on top of your shoulder. Let's say that's where your pain is. Wherever your pain is, your jaw, your ear, your throat, you know, your lungs, your heart, somebody maybe wounded you. So let's put that on your body. Put your hand on. All right, so there's going to be different, how would I say it, dimensions that you're going to go through for healing. Okay, and it starts out very basic. So the very basic, well, I don't know. What's basic for you might be not basic for somebody else. So I can't really say that. So I take that back. Okay, so when you put your hand on your shoulder, I'll just give you some dimensions that you're going to experience. Let's put it that way. Not basic or not. I don't want to judge it. So it might feel warm. You might feel really a lot of heat coming out of your hands, and that's a good sign. That's a healing sign. That's one, or you might find it's cooling. I usually find healing the hot. A Native American checked me out in Santa Fe. He was a real Native American healer. He says, "Oh, your hands are really warm." So warmth is good. Warmth is good for healing. So you put it there. Okay, now another stage of healing when you're doing this on yourself, okay, is a buzzing feeling. So, you know, like your fingers are on a vibrator. So you might feel like a buzzing sensation. And then, you know, something really cool. See, I'm glad actually I'm treating my shoulder. I don't have a conscious problem with my shoulder, but it feels really good. And then you can feel the energy go down your arm or up your leg. You might feel it in another part of your body. You might feel it in your finger. Like I feel this one right away in my pointer finger. So that's lung, large intestine on the acupuncture channels. Yeah, and then you want to just hold it there as long as you can. And don't put yourself in a negative space where you say, "Oh, I can't do this." Give it to God. Give it to spirit. Give it to the butterflies. Give it to my little lime tree. I have to take some new pictures and upload them. So I think those were the messages that I had for you guys today. Let me just reflect on this and make sure that there's nothing else. So I think the important parts here is practice meditation, because there's going to be a lot of trauma. That's what I'm listening to. If you ever listen to Tittle's channel, Tea for Tittle, Tea Time, Joseph Tittle, JS Spirit Man, he's amazing. And he talks about a time, and I agree with him. I've been telling people to get off to California to the West Coast since 3 years ago. So, and New York and those areas fare no better. I mean, oh gosh. There's a lot that's going to go on in our planet. So it's really important to stay in your center. It's really important to meditate, whether you do it with me, whether you do it with somebody else. I don't really care. Just go and do it. That's the most important message. Because I've studied with a lot of masters, and I think I'm going to be studying with another master pretty soon. But I'm also like doing my own mastership, right? I'm teaching right now. So that's what the Lord wants me to do. And buy your blessed candles. Now, when you order candles online, like my friend, she had this blessed at the church, which I'm so grateful for, at the Shrine of St. Jude. And I could give her money for that, but she didn't want it. She gave me a scapular too. So you want to cleanse your house. You want to set it up for the arrival of the Lord or the UFOs or whatever you believe in on a spiritual level. Something good and positive and peaceful, right? And you want to put that your home. You want to put your home in that energetic space. And then you want to allow it to seep out to your entire neighborhood. So not only is your light coming from within you and you're channeling and allowing it to flow. Have you ever seen those beings with the lights coming out of their hands and they go like this, like the lightsaber? The lightsaber is not really a weapon. He got that wrong. The lightsaber is transformation. With your hands, with your energy, right? Because we all have an aura. We all have auric light around us. So I don't know. Did I talk your ear off today? I don't know if there's any other message right now. I just want the wind to slow down more so I can go outside and play a little bit. But I think I need to rest today. I still feel like I'm fighting kind of a lung infection. So I think I'm going to go get a sputum container from one of these clinics, and I'm going to have it analyzed because I think I feel fighting an infection. But I have a lot of lotions and potions, so I just need to do those. Because mullein is really good for the lungs. And all right, so I'm going to go, people. Wait, let me just stop and see if there's one more message here. Okay, we're going to just go into one more short meditation. So if you have time. Yeah, you might find your body to itch sometimes, like you see how I started scratching right up here. So that sometimes when that happens, right? Well, actually most of the time, actually always when it happens, that means unless it's a medical issue, it means that center is opening because so sometimes it'll feel like a little itchy. All right, and that's why sometimes you vibrate in different parts of your body. All right, so we're going to just be quiet now and just go into another meditation. Pray that other people that are not in a state of meditation go into their heart. Remember, we don't just pray and heal for ourselves, we heal for the whole universe. We're all connected. And you also might feel a lot of energy underneath the navel area. That's called the Hara, Hara, and that's like a full-blown energy center. That's like where they say the Tanjian is, and you can look that up. You could do your research on that. So right now, actually, I'm being called. If anybody has like a large intestine problem or a bladder problem or a kidney problem or elimination problem, cancer of the bowels, any kind of issue there, because cancer is a virus, so we can get rid of the virus. I've said that for years. Don't even get me on my soapbox about that whole thing and the virus of cancer, because they know that it's a virus and they know that it pulls in bacterias and cysts and fungi. Hannah Kroger always said that. She says, get it out of your body. The viruses, the bacteria, get it out of your body and you will heal. And use your plants, buy your plants. I'm going to go buy some basil. Basil's really good for the lungs. I had a huge basil bush last year. Huge. So yeah, we're sending energy to the lower part of your body. You can put your hands on that part of your body. And people, have a gentle Saturday. I hope that you have a lot of wealth and health in your life. It's abundance out there. We shut the door on it. We shut the door on abundance by saying negative thoughts. Remember, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I mean, such a basic rule, right? 10 Commandments, such basic rules. Thou shalt not kill. I mean, what else do we need to know? There's always more to know, though. There's always more magic in the world. And I will have to try to download that information from Facebook into YouTube about Basant, which is an Indian restaurant my friend and I went to last night. So good. So have a great Saturday. And the next video, I think I may even do it tonight. It depends on how much I get done, because I think I need to rest today a little more. But if I get my energy back, I want to do a reading on those 2 little missing children in Nova Scotia. I'm going to do some tarot cards on that. Probably light a fire. All right. Love you guys. Buen fin de semana, right? Buen fin de semana.